Hey yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GrizzlyDen. It's your host, Big J. Today, we're going to be talking about a lot. Everything from the free agents that Albert Breer linked us to a while back to just the Caleb slander and his floor and ceiling. So come along for the ride, see what I have to say about the topics, and let's get started. Okay, so let's start off with the Caleb slander. It's beyond ridiculous. Right? To say Caleb is even a bust or even on the trajectory to be a bust or to even say that he got a fair shot at a true rookie season. Now, don't get me wrong. Come 3 years from now, if we're still looking at the same Caleb Williams and he's still getting sacked and he's still getting missing obvious throws, I will be one of the biggest Caleb haters that is out there. But that being said, I don't think he got what he deserved. I mean, let's take a look at the Madden rating right here. A 75? Are we serious right now? A 75. Bryce Young is the same overall? I mean, come on. Okay, let's take this for example. Who are you taking? Sam Darnold or Caleb Williams? That's what I thought. Let's do this too. Geno Smith or Caleb Williams? I mean, come on. At what point does it become a little ridiculous? It's a little crazy. I mean, to even go along the whole topic, I mean, just when we talk about the floor and ceiling, you really see that even PFF's grade on him, and when we break down the numbers of his rookie season compared to some of the other guys, it's ridiculous. So let's talk about what Matt Hasselback had to say on Colin Cowherd's the herd. It was a couple weeks back, or I want to say a couple weeks. It was a few weeks back now. That the majority of the sacks were on Caleb and just questioned his leadership. Here's what he had to say. I like to give quarterbacks 2 to 3 things to work on from one year to the next. Sacks would be the number one. Sacks hurt your team. They hurt your offensive line and your morale. Sacks are an absolute killer. If we were assigning blame on why there were so many sacks last year in Chicago, the majority of the sacks were not at the fault of the offensive line. They were at the fault of the young quarterback. He needs to play more on time, and that's an area that he needs to improve on. Okay, Matt Hasselback. Let's talk about this. His OC was fired mid-season. Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins could not stay healthy. What are we talking about here? We had a rotation at offensive line. The same 5 guys were never on the field for more than 4 or 5 games. I'm not here to say that Caleb's got immunity in any of this. Yes, he made terrible throws. He held the ball way too long. He tried to play hero ball continuously. A lot of the sacks were on Caleb, but you can't say that it wasn't the offensive line. There were so many just rotations that it's insane. And to question his leadership, I mean, they made him a captain as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was under Matt Eberflus, and he was a soft guy, and he didn't run a team very well. But that being said, it was the team voted and made the rookie quarterback a captain. It's not you know what I'm saying? Next, let's talk about PPF's ceiling and floor grade for all the rookies. Okay? Caleb Williams. You know what? We're not even going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all the others and then go to him. Cool? Jayden Daniels. His ceiling is Lamar Jackson, and his floor is Kyler Murray. Can we stop the glazing? Drake May, his ceiling is Trevor Lawrence, and floor is Daniel Jones. Sorry, but like, what? Michael Penix Jr., his ceiling is Justin Herbert, and his floor is Jameis Winston. I actually kind of like that one. Like, I'm not going to lie, I think that it's not bad. J.J. McCarthy, who hasn't even taken a snap in the NFL, or he took snaps in the preseason, but his first official game's against us. I mean, and his ceiling is Joe Burrow, and his floor is Sam Darnold. Okay. What? Bo Nix, ceiling Drew Brees, floor Mac Jones. And let's zoom in on that real quick. Let's zoom in on this and really blow this up. Caleb Williams, ceiling Jordan Love, floor bust. Floor bust. Well, I suggest we talk about that. We'll talk about that here in a sec, because that is utterly ridiculous. Just utterly ridiculous. Adam Rank actually said in his most unbiased opinion, here's what I have for Caleb Williams. His floor is Patty Mahomes, and his ceiling is Patty Mahomes, and his floor is Josh Allen. That's crazy work. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is in a lot of people's debate for the GOAT category. I'm not gonna say. I mean, he's. I guess I have a different way of looking at it. I mean, yeah, he did completely bring around the Chiefs. I don't know. I have a stigma against Patrick Mahomes, I guess. I don't know what it is. And Josh Allen's just my favorite. Or I love Josh Allen. I'll glaze him all day. Pause. MVP. Okay, so now we're gonna bring up some stats for you. Bo Nix against Caleb Williams. Okay? Caleb had 3,541 yards passing. We're not including rushing. Bo Nix had 3,775 yards. Caleb had 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Bo had 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. QBR for both of these guys is at 46.7 is for Caleb, and 56.8 is for Bo. Just off that, I mean, Bo threw 9 more touchdowns with 6 more picks. I mean, that's all. That's pretty damn close to a pick a touchdown. Granted, Bo Nix had one of the best or pretty damn great offensive-minded coaches in Sean Payton. Playing in the Mile High City, I mean, I'm going to give it to Bo. I mean, like, look at him. Played a damn good year. Had Sean Payton to help him. But like, I'd still take Caleb because of his playmaking. Bo has a hell of an arm, but Caleb's playmaking is insane, and he did it all without an OC or a proper head coach. Now let's move on to Jayden Daniels himself, okay? So we're going to keep Caleb's stats up there. Now I'll say Jayden's. Jayden had 3,568 yards. 5 touchdowns, 9 picks. A QBR of 70.6. Not to mention, Jayden Daniels had the offensive coaching of Cliff Kingsbury, who we know is a certified demon, or not, I wouldn't say certified demon, but he's definitely a damn good offensive coordinator. That's why he got promoted to, or that's why he got a couple of head coaching jobs. We know he can't really be a head coach. We know that. But he's a hell of an offensive coordinator. And for this right here, that QBR rating is ridiculous. Like, again, it's because of the sacks. And again, no OC, no head coach. Now, let's talk about the stats after this year. Okay? Let's talk about the stats after this year. Let's really get down to the nitty-gritty. I would love to see the stats after this year. Because this year, I'm saying Caleb's in the top 10 conversation. My bold prediction, Caleb's in the top 5 conversation. Yeah. Jayden is not better than Caleb. Now let's put him up against Mr. Jordan Love here. Let's talk about Jordan Love and the fact that he had 3,389 yards with 25 touchdowns and 11 picks with a QBR rating of 69.3. Had less yards than Caleb Williams. Had 5 more picks. 5 more interceptions too. But everybody loves riding the Packers, right? Everybody loves to say how great the Packers are. Oh, the Packers are going to make a playoff run. You know, I'm going to laugh in all of your guys' face when the Green Bay Packers are the last in the NFC North. I mean, who's their receiving core? A rookie Matthew Golden? Christian Watts? Who else? Who's their corners? Shucks. I mean, Josh Jacobs. Sure. Anyway, FGB. Like, I can't stand the glazing of the Packers, the absolute hippity hoorah for all of it. I can't do it. So here's my floor and ceiling. So my floor is this guy right here, Russell Wilson. Okay. A lot of people, I don't know. I feel like this is a great floor for Caleb. He's got 1 Super Bowl ring. His playoff record's 9-8. He's got a Walter Man of the Year award. He's got a Bart Starr award. I mean, he won Rookie of the Year in 2012. He had 10 Pro Bowls. I mean, his career so far, he's got 46,135 yards. That's not bad. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty decent. And his career touchdowns to interception ratio is 350 to 111, right? That's a decent, I mean, all things considered, Super Bowl win, Man of the Year, Bart Starr. I mean, he's got accolades. He's got a ring. He's got things to show for. I genuinely believe that's what Caleb's striving for, and that's going to be the floor of what he's going to hit. He's going to do great things. It's just how great. Here's my ceiling, and here's where a lot of people, I feel like, aren't going to really understand until after I've said it. And then maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll think I'm way out in left field. But I genuinely did, when doing my research, thinking of all the things that Caleb does and who Caleb is, I say Caleb's ceiling is this man right here, Mr. John Elway, okay? He's a 2-time Super Bowl back-to-back winning champion. He's 14-8 in the playoffs. He's an NFL MVP in 1987. He went first-team All-Pro in 1987. He was the Offensive Player of the Year twice, in 87 and in 93. He had the Walter Payton Award. He was also second-team All-Pro in 93 and 96. like I said, those back-to-back championships in 98 and 99. He was a Super Bowl MVP in 99, and he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 04. He has 9 Pro Bowls under his belt. He has a career yards of 51,475. Okay, and his career touchdowns is 300 to 226. Now, I say Caleb's going to get a little less interceptions, a little more tutties, but I mean, the accolades are there to prove themselves. The Super Bowl back-to-back wins, and everybody knows John Elway. I mean, everybody. You can't talk to anybody who even knows the slightest bit of football and not go, oh yeah, I think I know John Elway. John Elway sounds familiar. Yeah, because just like John Elway, Caleb Williams will be a household name too. I mean, these guys share great traits. Their rushing abilities, their ability to make something out of nothing, their ability to play when it needs to. You know, I had a bit of a thought there for a second if I could like mash Joe Montana and John Elway, because, you know, cool Joe Montana, you know, and that fourth quarter, Caleb can really tear it up. So with that being said, I can give you an example, and here's another reason why I believe Caleb's better than Jayden. Okay, on why I wanted to mash the two, and how I mean he's kind of like Joe Montana in the cool kind of sense. Caleb brought. Do we remember the score of that Hail Mary game at the end? It was 18-15. Okay, Bears were leading. It was a Hail Mary. It was a Hail Mary that won it. Jayden didn't drive down the field. Jayden didn't bring his team back from the end. Neither one of the teams were able to score until the very end, when Caleb took the Bears down the field. A beautiful drive into the end zone to make it 15-12. And then we know what happened. That being said, for Russell Wilson, ceiling John Elway. I mean, all right, let's talk a little bit about these 3 free agents. So Albert Breer a while back was doing this Q&A article, or did a Q&A article, and got a question about the Bears. The question was, will the Bears look to add a running back or an edge position before the season starts, or are they happy with what they have? Since Ryan Poles has been in the building, Breer has had some pretty good inside scoops. And here's the 3 names that he linked to us. Matthew Judon, Zadarius Smith, and Jamal Williams. These guys are pretty big names in the free agency, just considering all things. Let's kind of break them down one by one. So Matthew Judon, right? His connection to the Bears are the fact that Ryan Poles tried to trade for him last year. If you all remember on Hard Knocks and things of that nature, we all saw that. He tried to trade a 3rd-round pick to the New England Patriots. Atlanta also did the same thing. Gave Matthew Judon the option, as what the Patriots did. Judon chose Atlanta. So thank God for that, because as you can see, his stats aren't as good. From the 2024 season with the Falcons, he had 41 tackles, 7 tackles for losses. He had 5.5 sacks, 9 QB hits, 5 pass breakups, and 1 pick. Now, all things considered, that's not like terrible stats. Just nothing about that or those stats scream to me game changer. You see what I'm saying? Nothing of those stats scream bring him in, we're making a run for the Super Bowl. So, big questions here. Give me your guys' thoughts and comments down below. Is he washed? Can we get a little bit, or can we get him for just above bet minimum? Is he even worth it? How much are we gonna have to pay for him? What his salary would look like if we even still grabbed him or picked him up? Next guy is Zadarius Smith. Now, another edge rusher. Ben Johnson, his connection to the Bears is Ben Johnson was, in fact, his OC of Detroit when Smith was traded for him at the deadline last year. So he's pretty familiar with Ben. He worked with him last year while Ben was on Detroit. His 2024 stats. His tackles were less. He had 35 tackles, 9 TFLs. He had 9 sacks, 17 QB hits, 1 pass breakup, and no picks. He's roamed around the NFC North everywhere except the Bears. He's been to Minnesota. He's been to Detroit. He's been to Green Bay. Why not bring him over to the Bears and we'll make his rounds. He can literally hold all four jerseys of the North. I mean, he would be like, I mean, you'd have to make up a name for him. You know what I'm saying? It would just be the Drifter of the North. You know what I'm saying? That's Zadarius Smith, the Drifter of the North. You know what I'm big question. Could he push his team over the edge? Is he enough to really bring us to the Super Bowl? How much would he cost? And would he really, truly embrace the Bears? Would he really? I mean, he's been on every one of our rivals. Would he truly embrace the Bears culture and lock it down and become a Bear? And third and final, Mr. Free Agent, Jamal Williams. Now, this running back, his connection to the Bears would be that he had his best year under first year OC, or when Ben Johnson was OCing for the first time in Detroit in 2022. He also played under Dennis Allen last year. So his 2022 stats are pretty crazy. Let's look at that. It seemed to be the fact that he was I would say an RB1. I don't remember that year very well. But he had 262 carries, 1,066 yards, 17 touchdowns, and averaged 4.1 yards. The past 2 years, though, has been in just a major slump. I mean, in 2023, he had 106 carries, and in 24, he had 48 carries. 23, he had 306 yards. 2024, he had 164. 2 touchdowns in both those years combined, and averaging 3.1. So, big questions, even bigger concerns, right? Is he washed? Can he bounce back under Ben again? Is it the NFC North that allows him to shine? Does he play better up here in the cold? You know, does he play? I mean, because Louisiana is humid. It's humid. That being said, guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me your takes. Please tell me what you think about all these, about the free agents, about all that we've talked about today. The question, I mean, again, would you take Caleb or would you take Jayden? Who are you taking? I'm riding with Caleb all day. Either way, we got him. We love Caleb, or at least I do. We're looking for an insane wins, an insane season this year. If you hate the Packers, like it up. Subscribe. Leave a comment, like I said. Give me your opinion on any of these free agents, on any of the topics on the floor, the ceiling. You think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm shooting for the stars? Never know how to end these.